How we doing, people? My severe apologies. We got tech issues out the yin yang on my end. I apologize. We're about an hour late. Relly and Teach Ready to Preach with Jacob Walker and Mr. Melllon. And guest attends today
How's it going?
because we are doing the 2002 G Fuel Flavor of the Year in powder form and in water, just to clarify. And as you can tell by that back wall of our handsome guest, you know he's qualified.
I have tried just a few flavors, yeah. Just a couple.
Right. That stack should be in like a Hall of Fame at this point.
I posted a picture on the G Fuel community group not too long ago, and G Fuel actually took that picture and retweeted it. So that was
Oh,
pretty
I
cool.
I saw that. I mean, you like permission a little bit and like a shout out besides just like, wow, this guy likes G Fuel or whatever, but is what is.
Yeah.
By the way, everybody, thanks to Plugs Derp in the chat, a big supporter of the podcast. This is MFAM Punch. This right here, I've been waiting to try for a long time. And for me, this is glorious. It's pineapple juice that's carbonated. It's a 5 stars for me. Somebody else maybe will say that I'm overrating it, but I love it.
It's good stuff. I only had some whenever it first came out, like first, way long ago. They sold it in that weird multi-pack with all the other flavors that I really didn't care about, so that was unfortunate. But whenever my pack came in, a lot of them came in busted, so I barely even got to try the flavor. But I do remember it being great.
So this is a little bit different. Nick Merck's MFAM Punch. This doesn't taste like the hydration at all. It doesn't have that fruit punch effect. This to me, I just taste more of like if Battle Juice was in a can. But Merry Chrysler and happy holidays to everybody. And also, last podcast of 2022. And with that, we are doing our March Madness bracket for the 2022 G Fuel flavors in water. And those, if it was pre ordered in 2021, but we were able to consume it this year, those 2021 pre orders are also in consideration. So, what we do is we go with a 32, yeah, there's actually 39 flavors released this year, which is crazy. 39.
It's a crazy amount of flavors. Really
Yeah,
tough to keep up with.
absolutely. So, with those 39, we are going to narrow it down to 32 for, bracket purposes to make it easy. So, unfortunately, and for two of them, fortunately, some are not going to make the cut. 7 of these flavors are not going to make the cut. And so, with that said, Teach, I am going to play a wee bit of music, and you are first up in the second flavor draft.
Before we get into that, howdy everybody. Sorry to be quiet. Getting back end stuff configured and worked out so we can have a smooth episode tonight. If you guys were part of the giveaway that we did last week, unfortunately / fortunately, depending on the edge you fall on, we do have to re-roll it. So there is going to be a new winner tonight because our previous winner did not get back to us. And I have
That's a
that right
shame
now.
too. The spam profiles ruin it for everybody and ruin the hype for it as well. So as we said before, if there was not a winner contacted within 7 days, we would redraw. That said, Teach, my man.
You have it pulled up?
Yes, I do.
All right, so I couldn't see the screen. All right, so here's our nice 69 entries. Go to draw. And again, please contact the Twitter so we can get your info and get this sent out to you, because if you do not contact us, we will reroll again until some lucky winner does decide to contact us.
So do you want the person to reach out, or do you want to reach out to them to say they won, or?
We tweet it tags them, so they got to reach out to us.
Fair enough. I'd say it's fair for everybody. Who we got?
I almost honestly feel like re-rolling it, and I hate to say it.
Why's that?
Mr. Sell your tub before I even own it.
Wait, Sean?
If I'm thinking that's the right one, I'm thinking that's the one.
Listen, if that's him, we're re-rolling because I'm sorry, I almost want to ban him from these.
Yeah.
I'm banning him from these because of the attitude that he's had us or our community, everything. Listen, I'm sorry. If he wants to have beef with me or anything else for what we did, sure, why not? But double check to see if that's him.
Oh no, it's him.
Okay,
so we are going to
re-roll it then.
Because we're not trying to give these away to somebody just for you to go sell them.
I'm not giving it away to a chooch. Re-roll. I'm trying to be nice.
I'm gonna verify these Twitters and make sure they're also good.
Yes.
Let's see if they have any recent posts. All right, we got to re-roll it again. I'm gonna re-roll until I find somebody that has a good Twitter.
Fair enough.
Okay, that's a good one.
Who do we got?
Mr. The Gulk, Mr. Joe Olson.
Joe Olson won?
Yep. We had to technically had to go to 3, but
hey, listen. We got an account that looks like spam, a guy who's banned, and Jo.
Well, congrats to Joe.
Sorry we had to re-roll it. Also, sorry we don't want you to sell our stuff just because you're trying to make a buck off us on a giveaway. But congrats to Joe nonetheless.
Wow. Okay, so with that being said, Jo, hopefully he's smart and gets back to us on the Twitter giveaway. He's alive. And with that being said,
one last thing.
Okay.
Just because I love this a ton, I have to show it off before we get it all into all this. So, some of you, if you follow us on Twitter, you may have already seen it. And I just think this is incredible, and I have to show it off.
Can't wait.
Hope everybody had a wonderful holiday, because I was shocked when I saw this. My wonderful girlfriend got this done for me.
A 1.
Oh, that's really cool.
1.
I have not seen that yet. That is really cool.
Actually, it's not a 1 of 1.
What?
It's a 1 of 2.
Oh.
Wait.
Relly,
Oh.
You're going to have one being sent to you in the mail here pretty shortly.
What?
That's really cool.
She got one made for both of us. And I was keeping it a secret from you yesterday.
Wow, dude. I'll find a display. I'll make room on the board wall and everything else. I'll find something for it. Wow. Holy hell! Wow. Wow, man.
And apparently she was working on this collab the entire time with Relly, and Relly's like, I had no idea about this. And she's like, what is he talking about?
Wait a minute. It didn't click in my head before because I remember she was weighing it, but it kind of went full circle. I thought about it, and I'm like, wait a minute. I guess it didn't process in my head, but that's insane.
That's really cool.
Yeah. I loved it. I had to show it off. It was in good spirit. I wasn't expecting that. Very cool Christmas gift, and Relly will be sent one as well. Back to our normal, regular scheduling. For the record, I can't see you boys. Actually, I can see you boys. So I'm just going to move us over.
Back to this regular program for the first pick of the 2022 flavor of the year. Each place selects.
Oh,
what you got?
I have to look at all the entire list. Give me Mango Explosion.
I had a feeling you were taking that. So to make this fair, I'm just going to write this here before I grab I'll get the scissors and cut them eventually. But I'm going to take Sage Mode.
Sage one up against Mango Explosion.
Well, no,
Oh.
we're gonna. What happens is what we're gonna do for the draft is we're gonna do it where we're gonna pick, then we're gonna throw these into a hat,
Okay.
and then we're going to go fill out the 16 brackets, and then we'll do elimination from there. But right now, it's basically taking the best available out of the 39. What do you got?
I gotta look at the list again.
Oh, trust me, I'm looking at the list as well. Trying to circle
Blue
off
Bomber.
some stuff.
Blue
A
Bomber.
lot of good things on there.
Ooh. Overrated, in my opinion. Very unpopular.
What?
Very unpopular opinion. It's just late for me. Okay. Tough.
Let's see. There's Mango Lemonade, Electric Strike. What else was really good?
Also, not my pick, but there's one thing we forgot to add onto the list. I just sent it to Teach now, and I'm sending it to you.
Wait, is that my pick or your pick?
It's my pick.
Okay.
But I just wanted to let you know that's in there as well.
You
So
have it on the
Of
list.
course.
You
Oh,
have
it
it on there.
is?
Yep.
I guess I just went right through it. Oh, I see it. I'm gonna go Doozy Fruit, man.
That's a good.
Wait,
one.
that came out this year?
Yeah. January.
Okay.
Yeah, I feel like that was early this year.
January. I got the CB up top from me. Yeah.
All right, my next pick, only because I see your joke about it, is Tiny Tina's Sparkling Boom Doom Magical Boom Boom Shaloom.
You see my meme about it?
Yeah, you just call it Cherry Vanilla.
Actually, who helped us out was actually Bry.
Okay.
So he sent me this whole list because I'm like, is there any chance so I don't screw this up? And yeah. And trust me, if I wanted to make any jokes, a flavor that you like, I would call something else, and you would be like, all right, you grab me by the balls until I sing soprano. Why you gotta do that to me? You porky me.
All right, let's get on with it.
Gummy worms.
Interesting. I'll take it then. Sour Power.
I'm gonna double down on this one, Ocean Potion.
Okay.
Very similar.
Dragon Fruit. Spyro.
Watermelon limeade.
Damn it. Divine Peach.
This is going better than my football drafts. Generic marshmallow birds.
Jenny Birds.
Raspberry iced tea.
Gonna go electric strike.
It's a good one. It's one of my favorites. Very underrated. No one talks about it.
Absolutely.
I went through that tub so quick.
Dude, they gotta make a freaking tub of that, man. They make a can for the R2. Well, extra strike got a guy have a can.
Can would be great.
You're up to
You know, a flavor like I hate on a ton, but it really wasn't that bad, and I actually kind of enjoyed it because it's Morbin time. Give me Morbius.
I like Morbius too.
To be honest with you, I didn't think this was gonna make the cut. I didn't
Well,
think it was gonna make the cut
It's top 32.
out of 40. Mango lemonade.
Oh, okay. Take the easy one
I
out.
don't know. I really like mango lemonade. It's not lemonade-y, but it's mango-y. It tastes like mango tea.
I haven't had it yet, but it's got to be good. Grandma's apple pie.
Ah, robbed me.
Apple pie is really good.
I love it. Yes. You know, my friend from Europe, he's from the UK. He actually asked me what this flavor was, and I said, because he's a big Top Gear fan. Now I'm like, it's like the Alfa Romeo. Is it the best? No. Do you recommend it to a friend? No. But it does the job. Compound V.
Okay, kiwi mango.
I like kiwi mango.
I don't actually. Doesn't do it for me.
There's definitely better mango flavors, but I don't know. I'm fine with Quango.
Liquid Lullaby.
Isaac's Tears.
Slimming down. Slimming down.
Let's see.
Let's see.
Sour Pewdie Pie was kind of mid. Honeyberry was alright. Zits Juice I liked.
I'm gonna have to hit you up for a bunch of these samples, Jake, because I didn't get a lot of these like past 3 months.
Yeah, you know I got you.
I've been apparently supposed to hit you up for technically the past week and a half to give you 5 mixes to send out to Relly.
Yeah, I've been really busy and meaning to hit you up about that too. So, I'll
I'm
be
glad-
on it eventually.
I'm glad it's a two-way street between us both.
Yeah, things have been way too busy recently. But
I feel that.
hey, that just means that I'll be back on the podcast soon.
Relly, what you got?
I'm gonna go with unstable portal fluid.
Damn it, that was mine. Okay. You know, this one's gonna be a shocker, but I actually kind of liked it. Kameyamama. I mean, Kamehameha.
I kind of I
Kame.
liked Kamehameha as well. Like,
Honeyberry.
Yeah, the
Honeyberry's
strawberry
pretty
and
good.
Kamehameha was really good. The one.
Good stuff. What Phase 51 should have been.
Mm-hmm. We gotta be getting close.
After this one, we got 3 more picks each.
Okay.
Well, Ehoff, just remember, there's 40 flavors, only 32 are making the list.
And we always take out the meme flavors.
The main flavors in this case won't make it. Give me sour pewds.
Did I already say raspberry iced tea?
Yes.
Okay, damn it. Now we're really getting down to the nitty gritty. Did you say liquid lullaby?
I did.
Damn it.
I
Crimson
didn't
Tears.
drop anything, Derek. Everything's fine.
So Crimson Tears. Okay. Not my cup of tea.
It wasn't that bad.
Like okay, just not my cup of tea. Slim pickings now. Taken.
Let's see.
Tiger's blood.
You know, Ehoff, I
Do you want?
actually
Do you
like
want
Only
to?
Crayons as well.
So hold on. Do we? Wait. Did the V2 of Classified come out last year or this year?
Technically, last year that was Tiger's
All right.
Blood.
So we'll cross that off our list.
Well, Tiger's Blood came out this year, so.
Well, I mean, it's Classified V2. It's the same thing.
Gotcha. I'm cool with it.
So we'll back to 39 flavors. We'll cross it off the list. Son of a bitch, man. This is getting.
I mean, there's
only cotton candy.
There's
Sure.
Damn it, really. I mean, there's truly only so many we can take, so we just got to keep going.
Yeah. Two more picks, Teach. I know, slimming down.
I mean, I don't even want to pick it, but Flavor Fusion.
I didn't think that was gonna make this list either.
Yeah, there's just a lot of mid flavors left. Really not a lot of heavy hitters anymore.
I'll take Zitz Juice.
Is this last pick?
Your last pick? What do you got?
Oh, man. I haven't tried it, but give me a Nuka-Cola.
Wasn't my thing either.
I just haven't tried it.
I mean, for me, it's the same damn thing as Compound V for the most part.
Kinda, sorta.
All right, now we start pulling, and I start.
Hold on, I got. Let's see.
I thought you said that was last pick.
More? No, you got that. That was your last pick. It's my last pick.
Okay,
now.
I got you because I went first.
Okay.
The final one. Make it count, Relly.
You know, some of these are just some that
yeah, they're very mid.
Not like.
Kind of surprised you didn't pick that one yet, Ehoff. That one's actually back up on the website too. It was off for a little bit.
G Fuel's key lime pie was very mid.
Disappointed, but you know what? Because I don't want Temp V to make the list, I'm gonna go with key lime pie.
Okay.
Because Ehoff has been a big supporter here, I will take his pick. So if you've been paying attention, so if you go by Teach's list, okay, for Team Teach, Mango Explosion, Blue Bomber, Tiny Tina, Sour Power, Dragon Fruit, Divine Peach, Raspberry Iced Tea, Morbus, Grandma's Apple Pie, Kiwi Mango, Isaac Tears, Meh, the one, Crimson Tears, Flavor Fusion, Nuka-Cola. Against Sage Mode, Doozy Fruit, Gummy Worms, Ocean Potion, Watermelon Limeade, Generic Marshmallow Birds, Electric Strike, Mango Lemonade, Compound V, Liquid Lullaby, Unstable Portal Fluid, Honeyberry, Sour Pewds, Cotton Candy, Zitz Juice, Key Lime Pie. My last three picks I'm unsure of, but the rest, I like it.
All right, let's get
get
them going into the bracket.
Yep, I'm going to start cutting these up. Ah, man. Past tense. Ah, geez, teach. This is also going to be very different. So if we look at the calendar, we're back on what, the 2nd?
What, January 2nd?
Yeah, right.
Let me
week from
look
today?
at a calendar.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah, a week from today, we will be in 2023, the 2nd.
All right.
Yes.
I got another day off because the day prior I'm heading to a game. So
And I can tell you right now at this current time, unless anything changes,
come on, scissors. You son of a bitch.
at this current time, though, plans may change, but they shouldn't. But at this current time, we'll have our first special guest of 2023 on next year.
Are we allowed to say?
Yeah. He's a content creator on Twitch, streamer of a variety of games, a really good guy. I even call him a friend. He goes by the name of Divinely Cursed. He's a great person, very enthusiastic, very energetic, but he's actually sponsored by Kraken. And we've had a lot of Krakens. We've always been kind of curious and more of the brand Kraken, our Canadian brand. He's Canadian, so we're going to have him on, talk about Kraken, get some Canadian influence in us.
Good Canadian influence in hospitality.
Yes.
That sounds pretty cool.
And we're going to learn more about Kraken. We've always had our sides of like, well, is it more energy drink? Is it more pre-workout? Yada, yada, go back and forth. Have him talk about it, get his side of it, and more. That I know he's tried G Fuel, so we'll just fully pick his brain on it.
Well, I mean, it's actually very funny because there's some people that ask me, it's like, hey, is that pre-workout? Is that an energy drink? Is that a protein shake? And well, why do you think we do this content, Teach? Is because there's some people that just don't know the difference between the three.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the four, rather. If you include a recovery. Wild, though, right? Like, if it's a can, it's an energy drink. If it goes in water, it's a pre-workout. If it goes in milk, it's a protein. Like, we break these limits here. I'm cutting my list, don't worry. I did all of yours. I can't wait to start shuffling these. This is going to be interesting.
I want to see how the bracket turns out.
Also, I mean, we are going to be doing a loser's bracket too at some point, and really, for the most part, there's no losers. There's just flavors that may or may not get the appreciation like others, if you know what I mean. Because like last bracket, strawberry slushy didn't get much love. Can bracket, yes. Powder, no.
That one really surprised me.
Yeah, strawberry slushy is solid.
Yeah. And also, it's very funny. I've had myself some advanced GG samples because City Gamer's doing samples of it now. And I will say this. What if I told you I had a flavor that is, if you exclude the mean flavors, I have one of the worst flavors I have ever come across.
Interesting. What was it? What was it supposed to be? And then what did it taste like?
It was Advanced GG Sour Cherry.
Was it just like straight up medicine or?
It was a straight up fucking Pepto tablet.
Oh.
Dude, I'm going to the sink. I'm like, got the fuss, and I'm going, ah! Like my mouth need to be baptized. I'm like, son of a bitch, what I do to myself?
How
The holiday
disappointing.
weekend. Dude, this disappointing. A ball breaker. An abomination. I'm sick of it.
I say, actually, now that was brought up, I did decide to do a bracket website, and we'll make this even more interesting.
Oh boy. Even more interesting.
Yep. Because it randomizes the teams.
It randomizes the teams.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay.
So what I'm gonna do is, since
You just
I'm
pull them out of the hat, and I just start typing.
oh, so it's basically going to give us different divisions.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean,
So-
it's a standard bracket.
All right. So we got the team Teach and the team Relly.
All right, let's get pulling.
All right. First up for Team Teach.
What's it gonna be?
And we got
Do-do-do-do-do-do.
Flavor Fusion.
Flavor Fusion. Well, I think I know what one isn't winning this one.
You never know, Jake. You never know.
True.
You never know. Going against Cotton Candy. Pending your preference and how you make it.
Yeah.
That's more even than you think. I mean, Cotton Candy has recency bias, mind you, but still. Teach. Can you feel it? Are you ready?
Keep
Ready?
going. I'm ready to type.
That-
You could start spitting them at me.
All right. That's why I said, okay.
3.
Blue Bomber.
Okay.
Oh, this one's gonna be oof. Versus Liquid Lullaby.
Well, these aren't exactly verses. You just start pulling and telling me that's randomizing the teams.
Wait, it was supposed to be Team Relly versus Team Teach, but all right.
It
Don't-
technically, fuck, that's a good point.
Don't worry, I still got them here set up, so in case you need to do anything. We'll see if a Team Teach flavor wins or a Team Relly flavor wins. Depending on how you want to do it, man. I mean,
All right,
you're helping me
first
really
one.
out here.
Very first one.
Flavor Fusion versus Cotton Candy. And second
Okay.
one, Blue Bomber versus Liquid Lullaby. All right.
Okay.
So, we ready?
Yep, we're
we
good.
got
We'll do it this style.
Morbus.
Morb. It's Morbin time. Morbius
Craft
is good.
Time versus Ocean Potion.
Let's see.
Ready, Teach?
Yep.
It's a girl.
We got Isaac Tears versus Key Lime Pie. Ooh. It's a good matchup. Grandma's Apple Pie versus, just to let everybody know I'm not picking randomly, Compound V. Oof.
So far, I have my picks for all of these.
As do I. Dragon Fruit. Zits Juice. Got them right here, both hats right here. Just make it quicker. Divine Peach versus Generic Marshmallow Birds. That one gets closer. Okay. Tiny Tina versus Doozy Fruit. That's the closest one so far.
What? Doozy Fruit, you said?
Yes.
I can't necessarily post a bracket. All I did was just look up top 16 bracket, copy the bracket into Google Sheets, then pasted it. So always feel free to make your own. All right, now we're going to the next side.
Kamehameha or Kamehameha or Kamehameha versus
DPZ.
Gummy Worms. Don't worry, I got the brackets right here lined up just in case. We got Mango Explosion versus Sour Pewds. Okay, that's a little easy. Crimson Tears versus Mango Lemonade. Kiwi Mango. Honey Berry. Couple left. Raspberry Iced Tea. Oh, they're stuck in the brim of that. Versus Unstable Portal Fluid.
Rick and Morty versus something now, right?
Raspberry Iced Tea versus Rick and Morty.
Rick and Morty would be in its own because it was kiwi. Oh, honey berries with kiwi mango. Never mind.
Yes.
It's good.
Nuka-Cola versus Sage Mode. Damn. Let's see. Sour Power versus Watermelon Limeade, which means last one. It's the one versus Electric Strike. Now, I'm kind of looking at all this in front of me, Teach, and I mean, as far as Team Teach goes, this is going to be difficult for you, man. I think you got the flavors. I just think as like a whole, if you go by quantity, I think just the way that the bracket's laid out, I think this is going to be interesting. Because usually you know how to, I don't know, you draft better.
Say, screen share is pulled up. We can get right on into it. Mr. Jacob is our tiebreaker. If Relly and I cannot agree on these, this is your top 32 G Fuel flavors of 2022.
So, flavor fusion or cotton candy? You first, Teach.
Cotton candy.
I'm going to go cotton candy myself.
I would agree.
Blue Bomber or Liquid Lullaby?
Liquid Lullaby for me.
Oh, Blue Bomber. What are you talking about? Now you're just trying to make content.
No. I told you I did not like this, and you know that I actually sold my collector's box with less than 2 scoops taken out of it.
All right, Jacob.
So, I think I'm going to have to go with Blue Bomber.
Yep.
I knew that this was going to be an unpopular opinion of mine, and I'm getting screwed.
Yep.
So,
Only reason I say is because I feel like you could mix a better caramel apple than what they gave. I feel like they had more potential with that flavor.
So I'm gonna put the losers into hat for a losers bracket. Next, Morbus or Ocean Potion?
I want to say Morbius just because I wasn't the biggest fan of Ocean Potion. It wasn't bad, but I know Ocean Potion is arguably better, and this is supposed to be the best flavors, so I have to say Ocean Potion.
Ocean Potion.
Yeah, Ocean Potion. I do like Morbius though. Nobody talks about Morbius. Morbius
Agreed.
is a great flavor.
For good reason.
Agreed.
Isaac
you
Tears
shush.
or key lime pie. Unfortunately, I haven't tried this one. But I tried the key lime pie, and I was not a fan.
So, Relly, have you tried Isaac Tears?
The answer is no. So, Jake, you're going to have to decide this one, brother.
Have you tried both, Jake?
I have, and personally, I prefer Isaac Tears. They really hit it out the park with both the grape and the pineapple. And key lime pie was just okay, in my opinion. But Isaac's
All right.
Tears is pretty good. I'd return to
Key
it.
lime pie to the scrap pile. Grandma's apple pie or compound V.
I can't see Grandma's apple pie beating out, or I can see it beating out Comfy, even in water.
Dude, I'm going grandma's apple pie.
Grandma's apple pie is actually pretty good in water. It reminds me of Laffy Taffy banana, oddly enough.
Grandma's apple pie, it's weird because you know how I keep my stuff in a metal shaker?
Yeah.
During work. When I just mix it straight up and I start to drink it, I think it's apple cider. But when it sits for a little bit, that's when you start tasting the crust and stuff and all the spices in it.
Spyro and Zits Juice.
Oh, dragon fruit, no contest.
Yep, Spyro.
Yeah.
Divine peach trident gum flavor or generic marshmallow birds.
Divine Peach.
I'm going marshmallow birds. Come on. Jake.
For water, correct?
Is this all water based?
This is
Okay.
water only.
So I would have to go with Divine Peach. But
Yes,
if I could
sir.
put it in milk, Jenny Birds would have won.
I feel like Divine Peach wouldn't be good in milk as is, so
I mean, if
I
you're put-
do
if
not
you
think
wanna-
it would.
If you want to put peach, kiwi, and dragon fruit in milk, I mean, this one, I think, if it was in a different bracket, this is the one where I think got robbed. I'm
sorry.
a big believer in birds. I'm sorry.
I do think it got a little bit robbed. But
Okay,
Divine
so
Peach
this-
is one of the tubs that I take with me to work. So
Okay. So
Yeah.
this is another hard one. Tiny Tina or Doozy Fruit?
this one is a hard one. I personally say Tiny Tina because I love the hell out of that flavor. Mind you, Doozy Fruit was just fruit punch with a tiny hint of sour.
Sour Fruit Punch or Tiny Tina? You know,
if they were both sitting in front of you right now, which would you grab?
Jake, I'll go Doozy Fruit, so you're our tiebreaker.
I would also go with Doozy Fruit. I'm sorry, Teach.
Ah,
Whoa.
Yep.
So this loser's bracket is important.
Yep.
This loser's bracket is hella important.
all right. For the
Doozy's
time
just
being,
so good. I'm
we're
sorry.
gonna cut over to the other side now. All right,
Wow.
Kamehameha versus Gummy Worms.
Sorry. Kamehameha versus Gummy Worms. Come on, Teach. This is Gummy Worms.
No, it's Kamehameha because the leche, and it wasn't really that noticeable. And the strawberry was very good, honestly.
Oh,
I was surprised how much
bullshit.
I liked it.
Oh, bullshit. Jake.
I'm gonna have to go with Gummy Worms.
Oh, thank you,
Ooh.
God. You saved me with that one.
I do agree. DBZ was not as bad as everyone said it was, and the leche was not that bad.
It was hardly noticeable. The strawberry was really good. I think it's one of the best strawberries they've honestly ever done. Now we're on to Mango Explosion, Sour Pewds, and there's only one right answer.
There's only one right answer. That's Mango Explosion.
It's
Sour
Mango
Pewds, you can
Explosion.
forget about it.
But it's Sour Pewds. Come on. It's
You think?
We're
Hey, listen, Jake.
just gonna skip that
if
one.
If there's any chance that you think that Sour Pewdie Pie is better than Mango Explosion, then I need you to go to Denver Airport, hop on a plane and go to either Newark or JFK, so I can come over here and give you some real estate. I'll sell you a bridge.
Nah, no, clearly no.
For the friendly reminder how our brackets work, if you guys have not watched the show this past year when we did them before, these are all our opinions based and what we find to be the number one best one. Then we always do a loser's bracket, and then we also include a special guest for when Relly and I disagree, and then they have to pick their favorite technically, or what they think is the favorite of them. So we just scripted over Crimson Tears versus Shock, because clearly it's going to be Mango Lemonade.
Mango Lemonade over Crimson
Yeah.
Tears. All in favor of that one.
Kiwi
I
Mango
do
and
like
Honey
Crimson
Berry.
Tears though.
Honey Berry versus Kiwi Mango. Oh boy.
Okay. I have my pick.
I'm gonna have to say Kiwi Mango because Honey Berry
I'm going
was
Honey
just
Berry.
kinda a weird face berry.
I was going to go with Honey Berry. I like how smooth it is. It's
All right.
Relly, would you pick?
Honey Berry.
Oh wow. Crap. Rick and Morty versus Raspberry Iced Tea. Rick and Morty was the strawberry one.
I'm going to go raspberry iced tea.
Yes, sir.
Listen, I'm sorry, but don't put lime in my strawberry. Don't do it to me.
Nuka-Cola and Sage Mode. I think we can all skip this one real quick.
Sorry, Nuka-Cola. Should have been actually cola.
yeah. A big miss, right? Big miss.
This one's challenging now.
Sour
Power versus
Power.
Watermelon Limeade.
You know, if it was in can, we would go watermelon limeade, no contest because of the inconsistency. Actually, no, sour power if it was in can.
I'm
powder.
saying sour power. This is all powder based, no can based. Sour power, hands down, one of the best raspberries he's ever given us, and they don't do a lot of raspberry flavors.
I'll
Had a
go
good
sour power
to
as
it.
well. This
Yeah.
is a big whiff on a lot of people, but either way, I'd be outscored 2-1. The one versus Electric Strike.
Electric Strike.
Gotta go Electric Strike.
Very
And the
clearly
one
Electric
I
Strike.
thought was good. I really thought was good, especially since the Sour Patch watermelon vibes are close to home.
All right, back to the other side now. We're getting in the quarterfinals.
So we got a best of 8 on both sides, right?
Yep. Cotton Candy versus Blue Bomber. You know I'm picking Blue Bomber.
Yeah. Wait, it's Cotton Candy versus Blue Bomber? Oh, wait, where's my... where would that piece of paper went?
Blue Bomber, let's be real. G Fuel's Cotton Candy was pretty mid. Blue Bomber
Yeah,
was really good.
we're going Blue Bomber.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Did I throw in here by mistake?
Ocean Potion versus Isaac's Tears.
Ocean Potion.
I have to agree.
What we got next?
Grandma's Apple Pie versus Spyro.
I gotta go to the Grandma's Apple Pie.
Oh, I gotta say Spyro. They really
think-
killed it with that dragon fruit.
I think I'm also going for Spyro.
Wow.
Yeah.
I think they knocked that dragon fruit out of the park.
All right. Next.
I want to argue this one so bad, but I already know it's moving up, and I hate it. Divine Peach versus Doozy Fruit. I'm picking Divine Peach.
Doozy Fruit.
Doozy. I'm sorry.
And where
It's
is
just so good.
Next.
Plugs are us sass when we need her. Gummy Worms versus Mango Explosion. Mango Explosion, right?
Mango Explosion. That's an easy.
Yeah.
Oh,
What do we got here?
this is going to be a very good semifinals, and I am very intrigued. Shock versus Honeyberry. Pretty sure we pick Shock.
I see where you're going with this. I'm going mango
Yep.
lemonade over honeyberry. Jake, would you agree?
Yeah, Shock's mango lemonade.
Oh, I know you.
Even though there's no lemonade.
There is no lemonade. Sage
It's
mode
lemon.
versus
It's
raspberry
lemon
iced tea.
zest, in my opinion. Raspberry iced tea or sage mode. Oof.
This is a tough one. I
Sage
want
mode.
I want deep down to pick raspberry iced tea because I feel like that flavor got such a bad rap and it was so underrated, and I love it. But I had to pick sage mode as well.
Yeah, sage mode.
Ooh, hot take by Ty or Mod. He says he said mango lemonade versus mango explosion. He takes the mango lemonade.
I want to call it a hot take. It's a very fair take.
You know, I would agree.
I had to go mango explosion personally, but we're not there yet. We're not there yet.
All right, so
that'll be the
sage
big
mode
one.
over raspberry iced tea. We all in
Yep.
favor?
Yep.
All right.
Sour power versus
Sour
electric
power
strike.
electric strike. Ooh.
This one's actually a little tough.
I know
I
what
even
I'm
said this
picking.
too, putting this together. I'm like, this is insane, man.
I think I'm gonna have to go with electric strike here. I really did love sour power, but the watermelon limeade was really good from electric strike.
I gotta go sour power. Jake.
I'm sorry, Relly. I also got to go with electric strike. It is one of my favorite flavors. It is.
So
I killed my tub so fast.
So also, if you take a look at it, right? I actually, if you look at how many are Team Relly in this bracket, let's see. We got Teach has Blue Bomber, Dragon Fruit, Mango Explosion, and I got the rest.
Yep. Now we get down to the tough ones. Blue Bomber versus Ocean Potion. I'm still sticking to
Potion.
my guns and going Blue Bomber.
Ocean Potion.
Oh,
Jake.
this one's tough.
It is.
Jake.
They're all gonna be tough.
Yep,
Jake,
we
Jake.
started going into
Whoa,
the
whoa, whoa.
tough zone.
No bribing the judge now, Relly. Can't put the refs on the payroll.
Let's
This
see.
isn't
Let's
basketball.
see. If they're both in front of me, I'm reaching for the blue bomber.
Yes, sir.
Son of a bitch.
Yep.
Look, Ocean Potion is really good, but to me, Ocean Potion is one of those where I could drink it like maybe once every couple of days because it's just so strong. But Blue Bomber is something I can go to consistently.
Yep.
I listen. Do I think gummy worms is better than Ocean Potion? I think I'd take gummy worms, but again, I do like pina colada more than anybody else. I take Ocean Potion over a majority of the stuff here.
Spyro versus Doozy Fruit.
Give me Doozy Fruit.
I'm gonna say Spyro.
I was thinking doozy.
Okay.
Oof.
So one side of our semifinals has been decided. The semis on one side is Blue Bomber and Doozy Fruit. On to the next side. All right. Mango Explosion versus Shock. Let me give my take. Both of these are really good flavors. Mango Explosion is a candied mango that I think tastes fantastic. I think it is the best mango they've ever done besides peach mango. Shock's lemonade mango. Very good mango. It's more of an authentic mango, not candy. But I don't like that it says lemonade on there and you have to really search for that lemon zest. Again, it's not really lemonade. I think it would be better as a full mango lemonade. Again, very good mango, but I think the candy mango just packs more of a punch in your mouth. Ayo.
Listen, Shock's flavor is very good.
We both
Very
rate them
good.
very high. We both rate it very high.
Yes. But I said that Mango Explosion was going to be flavor of the year, and I let you get first pick. So this might win the whole thing. It's Mango Explosion. So we'll see, because this so what we do, if you're new to the show, if you're new to the program, if you have been keeping track of these other flavors that have been eliminated so far, what me and Teach are going to do is we're going to take these flavors that we drafted tonight. The top 4 are going to be eliminated from the loser bracket. And we're going to draft again. And because there's a lot of mid, we're going to draft 8 apiece to make it 16, and we'll see who wins. Hopefully I'm all settled and not technically challenged. For the last pick of the semifinals, Sage Mode versus Electric Strike.
This is a tough one, but I'm going to have to pick Sage Mode personally. I do love Electric Strike.
Damn, I feel like Shocks Mango and Electric Strike both should have won. I am kind of disappointed, but it is what it is.
Now we are down to our semi-finals.
Blue Bomber or Doozy Fruit Teach?
This is going to be where it really gets tough, and you know what? I'm picking Blue Bomber.
I'm going Doozy Fruit, so Jake?
I got to go with Doozy.
Oh, big one with that one. I think that was, now for me, again, I think I need 2 scoops and 1 to enjoy Blue Bomber personally. But I do love the can. But this is powder. And I did say Doozy was going to make it more than we think. It's going to advance more than what I thought. It's in the finals.
Personally, I just really liked Doozy.
Mango Explosion or Sage Mode? I thought this would be the final round, personally.
I got to stick to my guns still, Mango Explosion.
As do I. Jake, any rebuttal with that one?
No, Mango Explosion. I do agree.
Okay. So, to determine 3rd and 4th place, Blue Bomber or Sage Mode?
Blue Bomber.
I'm going Sage Mode. Jake?
I think Blue Bomber.
I still think overrated and a half at this point.
It was so good. That slushy. They've always knocked that slush out of the park somehow.
Mm-hmm. So, the moment we've all been waiting for, Doozy Fruit versus Mango Explosion.
Mango Explosion here.
Jake, would you agree with me if I said Mango Explosion?
I think I would.
Wow.
So, to give everybody context, in 4th place, Sage Mode. In 3rd place, Blue Bomber. In 2nd place, Doozy Fruit. And the 2022 G Fuel Powder Flavor of the Year, Mango Explosion. Wow, fellas. Crazy.
You may also notice some flavors didn't get put into here because one, they weren't either pick or they were the meme flavors, like for Miso's Ramen, Fortune Blend. A lot of them didn't get picked. There was technically 39 in total. We tried to cut it down to 32.
So if we're to do the losers bracket next week, it's amazing how many good flavors we got because guess what? We started with potentially 39. 39 all in all. Narrowed it down to 32. And next week, for the loser bracket, we are going to, it'll be quick. We're going to narrow it down to 16.
Again, these 4 won't be in there. So for anybody that was a Shock fan or even Electric Strike, those are more than likely probably going to be in your top 4.
Absolutely.
And then those will finish out 4 to 8.
And of course, I had a feeling this was going to happen. But when's the last time that every time that one of us has drafted high, like, hey, this is our first pick, it's 1. Have you noticed that?
Look, I thought
I drafted Ice Shatter, it won. One of us drafted Strawberry Slushy, it won. One of us drafted Mango Explosion first, it won.
Now, I don't know this year if we will do a top cans bracket because we didn't really get too many cans this year, honestly.
So Did Strawberry Slushy come out this year or last year?
Last year.
year, right?
Last year.
Last year.
So just humor me here. Because if I had to go by just this year's cans, we've already did a can bracket, and it did include cans from last year and this year, and just flavors all in all. The top can we had was Strawberry Slushy.
Mm-hmm.
And it came down to like Slushy. I want to say it was Wampa Fruit, Blue Bomber, and
Ice
Yuzu
Shatter.
Fruit. Ice Shatter made the top 4?
I thought it did. Maybe it made the top 4 to 8 then.
I think it made the top 8, yeah. But if you were to go by this year, I think it would have to go between Sage Mode, Doozy, and Blue Bomber. So, fellas, if any objections with those top 3 cans of the year?
Nope.
No.
Blue Bomber, Doozy, and Sage Mode. So, how do you rank those 3?
Me personally, Blue Bomber, Sage, Doozy.
The can hits hard. I actually like it. I like the tub bear with Sage Mode, but give me Blue Bomber, give me Doozy Fruit, then give me Sage Mode. Jake?
I think that's fair.
I think I agree with you, Relly. Yeah.
Did the Summit 1G can come out this year? Or is that last year?
I don't
think that was
I
this
think
year.
that was this year.
All right, so hold up. If the Summit 1G can was this year, put that number 1 and then the rest follows in order. 'Cause that's my
And
second favorite can, period.
I hate to give
Third would be
flashbacks,
Blueberry.
but because Relly brought it up, friendly reminder to everybody: if you're shipping G Fuel cans, you can get insurance on them. Won't matter though.
It does not. You will lose all of your cans because your insurance doesn't cover fragile items.
And remember, it's not due to the person that sent it to you; it's due to USPS.
Also, I got a very good gift. So 2 of them broke. One of them completely broke worth the liquid, but the other one, the top expanded so I could drink them, but they've arrived for the shelf. Red Licky.
I wonder if the expansion was more due to the cold.
Oh, yes, definitely. Which,
Yeah.
by the way, I gotta find another can to make sure that thing didn't break because that's precious. Actually, to Bry's point, my top, I gotta go with a different order. Let me go.
Oh, that's right, because you loved blueberry muffin. That was a brag brought it up. You're like,
yes.
oh shit.
Summit
Oh, I forgot
1G,
about muffin.
Blueberry Muffin, then the rest. Blueberry Muffin was phenomenal. That was like child me.
I think I would go Muffin, then Summit, and then Doozy.
Fair. So now that we're looking back on the bracket, is there any one single flavor decision you guys definitely would have changed?
I would have put Electric Strike in my top 4.
Okay. All
Personally.
answers are fair here. Remember, these are all opinions, and all opinions are fair.
I mean, if I have to look at this again, I mean, again, product placement, man. Product placement. Because I could look through all of this list and some of the mid stuff for the loser bracket, we could say, get the hell out of here. But Liquid Lullaby left quick. Divine Peach is probably going to be in the same place or so, depending on how it goes the loser round.
So I
Grandma's Apple Pie, that was quick. Watermelon Limeade, I thought was actually going to go higher, which is kind of why I picked it, just for the sake of bragging rights. Ocean Potion, I thought was going to be higher. Ocean Potion or Gummy Worms, they are different. They are different. I'll be yelling that to them blue in the face.
I have not tried them side by side.
So if you were to take a blindfold and you were to have your fiance mix them side by side, the problem with both of them is, well, it's kind of like when someone's drinking alcohol. After a couple drinks, everything will taste the same, especially since they have a certain flavor profile. So what happens is with Ocean Potion, it starts off with that kind of like that tropical island taste. It starts off as pina colada, but that blue pixie stick flavor in there, it takes over everything and you forget about it. Not pun intended. But what happens is if you go with the gummy worms, the Ocean Potion, that blue pixie stick candy starts off that way, but then you get this aftertaste of some sort of fruity, mixed fruit kind of flavor. What happens is when you're continuing to drink it, the same dominant flavors in there, but one starts different and one ends different. So side by side, they are two different flavors. It's just, well, it's like when you have two mango flavors, right?
Yeah.
They're different. When you have two peach flavors, they're different.
So, gents, because we have Jacob here tonight, I figured this would be a perfect time to talk about one last topic on the show, and I don't want us to diverge from this topic for too many more weeks, because this did happen a couple weeks ago. Did you guys know there is currently a possible lawsuit with Ghost Energy?
I did not. Usually I'm on top of this, but I am not. Let me. So read this off for me, and
I'll read it all. You guys won't be surprised by it. They make fair points, but I think this is a good topic to hit all areas. December 12th, a new investigation by Tina.org and the Yukon Road Center for Food Policy and Health found that lifestyle sports nutrition brand Ghost is unfairly and deceptively marketing adult energy drinks and supplements to children in violation of the Federal Trade Commission and the U.S. FDA law. The groups have filed a complaint with regulators urging agencies to take enforcement action. Tina.org and the Red Center's investigation found that Ghost is using candy brands popular among children and young teens, including Swedish Fish, Bubblicious, Sour Patch Kids, and Warheads, to flavor and package every drink and supplements that are only intended for adults. The groups uncovered that Ghost not only packages energy drinks and supplements in a manner that appeals to children, but also targets kids with deceptive and unfair marketing by, among other things, including influencers popular among children, as well as partnering with FaZe Clan, the wildly popular youth-focused esports and gaming platform that attracts more boys aged 13 to 17 than any traditional sports team. These efforts have likely contributed to Ghost Energy's explosive sales growth over the past year in the increasingly competitive energy drink industry.
May I?
Okay.
Now let me add this. Let me at least add this, because I do agree, and this is a good take, because this other part it gets into I take home with. Energy drink companies like Ghost are now taking a page from the e-cig industry playbook, violating the law by using fun, kid-friendly flavors to attract children to products that are meant for adults. This practice has to stop. I bring that up because that's a very good point that I also heavily disagree with, but I'm wondering on both of your guys' takes.
May I before I explode?
Go for it.
Okay, so back to Nick Merckx. I don't like how G Fuel markets to children. I'm sorry, but tell you what, forget the teenagers. Take those little kids. Remember when you didn't have your own money and mommy had to buy these things for you? I know you got to be an adult and I know you got to be a parent, but guess what? You know how many times and I used to work by a vitamin shop, and down the street was a middle school and high school. You know how many times that place actually sold these 300 milligram energy drinks to children? Even though on the back it says for sale 18 plus. Eli Jennings, a very big fan of our audience since the very beginning, said one day energy drinks and caffeine are going to be this generation's cigarettes. Why? Well, it says 18 plus on it, but guess what? Oh my God, dude. JP's in the house, bro.
Hey.
Now,
What's
to that
happening?
same topic,
So
Relly,
what happens is if
they
you
don't
take a
regulate it to be
5-year-old,
18.
I know they don't card you to buy an energy drink at the counter. They don't.
Exactly.
But if you look at it and you're a kid, you're 10 years old, and you're like, "Hey, mommy, can I have this?" What's the difference of if the kid grabs a can and it says, you know, Sour Patch versus, "Hey, can I get the candy too?" Sure, sure. Grab it the Aki way. I mean, really, dude. We knew that this was going to happen at some point. It was just a matter of if it was going to be justified. And the fact that Nick Merckx was like, "I don't like how G Fuel's marketing to children," dude, you're taking kids' candy and you're putting it on the label. Really. It doesn't say for adults only on the can. You got this little tiny freaking thing, whatever. And I think even Johnny Price, Caffeinated alumni, we love him, first ever guest on the show. Unfortunately, it just is what it is with Ghost, and I think they just heavily market to it. G Fuel, I mean, at least they're not trying to promote it like it's actual candy.
Jacob, what's your take?
I mean,
I agree, Johnny. I mean, anyone, if you're not in high school, don't drink it in middle school, just as it is.
yeah. I mean, also at the end of the day, it's up to the parents, right? Like, you should be watching what your kid is drinking, watching what your kid is asking for. Just like parents shouldn't complain about other companies doing things because it really should be on the parents to look at what their kids are doing and monitor and make sure that they don't get into these things rather than just blaming companies. Because really, at the end of the day, whenever you go after a company like that, it restricts it for everyone else, not just the kids.
Also, just to add a side note here, right? Let's say there's 2 bags of Sour Patch Kids, and a kid eats 2 of them, and he's like 12 years old. Is he going to have like a sugar high, and is he going to go crazy and bounce off the walls? Good chance. But what are the chances of him just downing 2 cans and him going, yeah, like, from Billy and Mandy? His heart might explode. We don't know. We don't know his caffeine tolerance. I mean, there's been stories before. If you want to go to the big bad bully,
Monster.
Energy drink companies, there was a lawsuit when I was in high school where this kid who did have a heart issue drank 2 Monsters, and the kid actually died, and they were waiting for Monster Energy to respond, and they didn't get nothing. They just kind of just like, heart condition? Next. I mean, the warning label is on there, and I actually remember when Monster even said, do not consume more than 3 of these in 1 day's time. Now, technically, they go by the caffeine standard by if you are a in shape and healthy adult, do not exceed 4 milligrams. Now, does that push the envelope because it's 160? Yeah. If you do the math, that's over the daily limit. That's close to 500. But at least he even said something. Like, I'm very surprised that some of these aren't going to say, hey, on the tub of G Fuel, do not go over, if you go by 140 and everything else, do not exceed 3 scoops a day. Because I know some people that will kill a tub within a week's time. Obviously, if you do the math, that's over the daily limit.
And that's another point I bring up in this conversation is I understand why they focused on Ghost here for this example, but even bringing up G Fuel, what's them to say they don't go after G Fuel next because my kid plays Sonic and he loves the Sonic games and there's Sonic Peach rings.
I thought about that myself, but I don't have no idea how long Ghost has been doing these Sour Patch Energy collabs. I mean, I get that you're going to need to buy online and everything else, but I mean, I did actually think about that for a while because I'm like, they're like, does G Fuel advertise to kids and teenagers? And I'm like, well, since we have an E for Everyone game, it's likely that they have a very clear case, because when you advertise towards Sonic, when you advertise towards those type of games that are rate E for Everyone, there's a chance they have kid getting their hands on it. And if you are not aware of a kid's consumption, you're going to run into those issues. It's different where if we make the argument with health potion, granted, I think the flavor sucks. But if you like the flavor, guess what? That game is rated for M for mature. 17. Still a minor. But it's more towards adulthood than E for everyone, meaning, hey, did you graduate elementary school? Yeah. There you go, kid. Don't drink it all in one place. It's a very tough debacle on our hands, and I think that every single company is going to be in jeopardy. Like, for example, what game rating is Apex?
Pretty sure if not,
I think
if
so.
If it's not rated M, it's definitely
So
not rated D.
So the fact that we got JP in this audience here. I mean, I understand JP. Hey guys, hey JP, you got a couple minutes? You want the floor, bro?
All right, back on topic.
But yes, if Apex, I just want to check the rating on that real quick.
My bigger thing here, because I do agree with it, and we've seen this kind of terrible marketing so many times when it comes down to the whole childish coloring marketing here and there, is I'm more surprised they don't try to hit on the ingredients on this stuff. For the example of they're targeting Ghost right now with this lawsuit for 200 milligrams in children consumption and advertising. What's to say a kid doesn't pick up a Wampa can and starts chugging down Wampa cans instead of Ghost cans? Those are 300 milligrams over 200.
Yes. So again, that's in our game marketing to kids. Now, it says Apex is rated T for teen. That's 13 plus. That again weighs the bubble. And if you want to go even further, back when Ninja was with Red Bull, granted, Red Bull is in a much lower dose of caffeine, but still the concept of, because Ninja, what does he do? He plays Fortnite. And a lot of little kids play Fortnite.
Jake,
so if you see the Fortnite guy, hey, he drinks Red Bull. Hey, Mom, can I get a case of Red Bull? I was not prepared for this conversation. I could do a whole article on this shit.
I mean, yeah, they definitely shouldn't be advertising to kids or dipping into anything that really promotes it to children, or at the very least they should put something different on the label, right? Like some sort of bigger warning saying, hey, this is the amount. But
of course, it is a BS study, but I still think it's a good conversation piece for the podcast, especially when we have seen these before. And that's why I make the same point. I'm glad they brought it up, because I retorted it back in the day when they were coming after e-cig companies trying to say they were advertising to kids. And we all know that's already big pharma, big tobacco, just money feeding it in the back.
But my thought was it was flavors in general they were talking about, as in, hey, if you have a strawberry vape, kids are going to want it. But I think it's more of a, hey, we have a E-rated for everyone on the label, that being the spokesperson. So it's like, hey, your 5-year-old plays Sonic, he could drink Sonic too.
I think Ty made a really good point. They should do hydrations for those collabs, or at the very least, kind of like Gamer Subs, they have hydration flavors or caffeine versions of all of their flavors.
But again, you still need an adult to step in, know what the heck your kid's drinking. If you get hydration, it's basically a Gatorade Zero. But then it's like, I did notice that the Marvel to go to the kids was doing hydration only. But I mean, if they didn't care, we could have had a regular lemonade and energy. We really could have.
That Thor's lemonade is really good.
Mm-hmm. Agreed.
It's so hard to draw the line, because it's just like, hey, now streaming on Disney Plus, we had Moonberry, and that CB sold fast. Look at how many G Fuel collector's boxes have been. Now, Jake, you would agree that it's hard to find people that drink G Fuel in the wild, right? We've talked about that a little bit, right?
Yeah, I typically see other people or people drinking other energy drinks whenever I'm out and about. It's very, very rare I see people grab a G Fuel or have a G
Yeah,
Fuel.
it's funny because when I've been going to work, I've been going with a couple of other guys, and they're like, "Whoa, bro, is that actually G Fuel?" Yeah. There's actually G Fuel inside of it. It's not just a cup. Yeah. Oh shit! Like they've never seen anybody drink it before, and they're like, "Dude, like, how is it?" Because they're concerned because they think that it's potentially all hype. But I told them just like how it is, and they actually found it odd that I do this every Monday night, but they said, "Who knows, man? We might be watching one night. We might say hi." It's crazy how all that works. I mean, how do you bridge the gap, and how do you create the line? Like, do we have to put a big stop sign that says "Stop, must be 18," or is that not good enough?
No, it's purely how you stop it. Is you have to realize it's the argument that's saying just putting candy brands or colorful is advertising to children, and that's why they're grabbing and buying towards this. It comes down to the simple fact of parenting is always a must, and at the end of the day, you can't fully stop somebody from doing what they're going to do. I mean, hell, take it back to 50 years ago, and we were already having this with General Cigarettes, and you had teenagers and young kids smoking cigarettes. It's no simpler argument. They're just finding a new ploy for it. I mean, if you honestly ask around to older age people that were born in the 70s, how many of them do you think smoked at the age of 11 to 12?
My grandmother started smoking at 12 years old.
Exactly.
I mean, she has emphysema now, but
And I say, mind you, yeah,
case in point.
smoking is way worse, but it's a similar same BS argument that they used to use back in the day of, oh, Camel Joe, he's advertising towards kids.
Also, I remember where, and here's the funny thing. Now, I'm not sure about many people like that we've interacted with, who's part of the show and everything else, but I was just a kid, and I was telling my sister this the other day. I remember when I was in a Denny's eating breakfast with my dad, and they asked him smoky or non-smoky. And before they jacked it up and you're paying like $10 a head for eggs, he would just say, "Not if you have it. If not, fine." Now, that was towards the end of it, but if you think about it, it's kind of crazy. Only 20 years ago, they actually get rid of smoking in restaurants. And I'm in Connecticut. You know, I know down south, there's still some bars where you're able to smoke in, which to me, it sounds just crazy. But again, these limitations and stuff back then, and plus how society works. Like, I remember a family member saying that they got checked out from the doctor, and he actually was smoking a cigarette while massaging their knee to make sure that nothing was wrong. When's the last time you heard that? Yeah, could you imagine that? Inside the doctor's office, he goes, "I'm cleaning out the windpipe. You see how I'm breathing in? I'm able to breathe in and out just fine. Clean the windpipe. Hey, you need me to let you one?" Wild. Nowadays, even if the doctor smokes, he'll be like, "What the hell are you doing? You got good health. You got this. Quit smoking." Odd times, and I think we're gonna get something. Either this is going to be way over the head, and this is gonna die down, or this is gonna change the industry, and there's gonna be nothing in between.
Let's end it on this. Nothing is truly great for the human body. It's why you take everything in moderation. The children argument for a lot of things has become BS. And know what you're putting into your body. And if you're a parent, know what your kids are putting into their bodies. Be mindful.
Yeah. It's all about parenting and education. That's what it boils down to.
So if I'm correct, let's see. This article, I'm reading this on Yahoo Finance right now.
Yep.
This was on the 12th.
Yep.
I'm actually surprised we didn't know about this sooner.
That's what I wanted to bring up tonight before we let it go any further, because I know we haven't had a chance to really cover it.
I wasn't informed this until now, and I feel like an ass happy and unprepared. But still, even bubblegum is advertised with Ghost, and that I think isn't that like one of those things that are advertised to kid too? It's like, hey, let's get the big pink bubblegum. Whereas like
I mean,
adults, it's like, give me a pack of 5 gum and call it a day.
yeah, I remember having bubblegum flavored toothpaste as a kid.
Yep.
You know,
Yep.
bubblegum's one of those classic like child flavors.
And then somebody was drinking too much one night and decided to make a flavor out of it.
I think Jake actually brings up a fantastic point. This means because they're using bubblegum, which every child likes, and its colors of being pink and bright and bubblegum, we should outlaw and put a ban on toothpaste.
Ooh. I mean, are we going to have kids drink toothpaste and we're going to have to call the Poison Control Center? I'm just trying to cut this down the line as best as I can. And I think we all have good points, but at the same time, it all kind of goes even. I mean, I think that this is going to be... Do I think this is going to change for companies on what they do going forward? Yeah. I think there's a chance.
I don't think so. It just boils down to the whole colorful argument. Candy stuff is BS, and they're always trying to use it as some marketing ploy towards big companies.
Yeah, I hope it all just kind of dies down because it makes it less fun for everybody whenever I can't have candy. You know, like
Jake's not wrong.
He's not wrong. He's not wrong. He's not wrong. I mean, I feel like, is there going to be like an FCC for the flavoring department? Is there going to be like a regulation about these? Like, is in like, hey, is there any dyes in this powder? Yes. It looks too colorful. Don't do that. Come on.
I say that's not any part of the issue. It's the coloring of the powder. It's the labeling.
Yeah, I will say, even Chris Stone said, and he goes, listen, my kids do it all the time. They see something bright, like a good red, a good orange, a good pink, and they're like, ooh, what's that, Pops? Which, I mean, if you were to take Chris Stone, and I wish he wasn't working because he'd be able to talk on this, and you know that he does G Fuel reviews with his kids, and he clearly states, if you ever see the little medicine containers where it's like 1 teaspoon, 10 milliliters, whatever, and he goes, my kids get 1 ounce each for developmental, and it's like they're kids. Now, technically, he doesn't have them drink soda, but they drink G Fuel hydration and such. I mean, if you go by the book, that's textbook on what you're supposed to do. It's like, hey, kids, you could try them, but try them in front of me. We're not doing this every day. You're not going over this limit. If you go by caffeine-wise,
really responsible about all of it. Like,
he's textbook on how to go about it, and he goes, "Listen, my kid isn't deciding to take a tall boy, double scoop it, and run circles around my house." Whereas others might say, "Go ahead." I actually knew some kids in elementary school. They would regularly bring Red Bulls, but nobody knew what they were at the time. This is back in 2004, 2005. Nobody knew what the hell Red Bulls were back then. They thought it was in the soda department. But as I got older in like the late 2000s, early 2010s, they're like, oh, this is when the news companies came out and they're like, you can't give kids that.
And it boils down to what Relly dragged on about parenting.
Supervision.
And on that note, we have had a wonderful episode 56. We have had a wonderful special guest tonight, another returning guest, Mr. Melllon, the Jacob. Again, if you guys ever need any samples of any G Fuel flavors, if you know contact where to find Jacob, not to dox him, but contact him. He's the man who'll hook you up with the samples.
Yeah, please don't do that. Don't
Definitely not. I don't know. Definitely doesn't dox people. That's why
the man has a family. Don't do that.
That's why I gotta stop Relly sometimes. And again, we did our top G Fuel flavors that are all opinion based for 2022. It came down to first place Mango Explosion, second place Juicy Fruit, third place Blue Bomber, and fourth place as another runner-up is Sage Mode. Next week we will go, or not next week, following week after, we will go into your runner-up flavors and see which ones will make top 8. Next week, tentatively, we should have a special guest. We'll be talking about Kraken Energy, an energy formula brand from Canada with a fellow streamer who is sponsored by them. Gents, any very last remarks on episode 56? Cut her out, because this will be our very last episode of 2022.
I think that I was actually asking somebody, where do we go from here as far as flavors? What hasn't G Fuel done? And the answer is not much. So do I think that there were a lot of mid flavors this year compared to last year? Yeah. But just remember, to anybody who is not hopeful, give them credit for doing something new, because you could only make stuff that's amazing so many times. That keeps flavors like Sage Mode more special. That keeps things like Mango Explosion more special. Because if we don't have mid flavors like Temfee and Phaseberry, now Berry Blast, everything's good. And how do you create good from bad at that point? Without darkness, there is no light.
Fair
Jake,
enough.
teach.
I was giving the spot to Jake for any last words or anything in general.
I mean, all I have to say is much love and stay safe out there. It's been a crazy year, and who knows what this next year is going to have. So,
Agreed.
Yeah.
And that is episode 56 in the books, the last episode of 2022. For anybody who's joined us on this joyride throughout the year 2022 and really gave us a chance, we appreciate you guys giving us a chance to be your entertainment every Monday night, 7 p.m. When we don't have technical issues. So,
Yes, like I have tonight. So
We will-
thank you, everybody. This is this is 56. I know I screwed up the label for the last one. Hopefully no technical issues next week. Please stay safe. Happy holidays. Happy New Year. Please get home safe. Don't do anything reckless. And remember, always appreciate feedback. Stay safe, happy, and well. And we out, people. So stay caffeinated. Lattice.